Hey, what's up my fellow farmers? It's Naples and welcome back to Michigan. So, I'm just on my way over here to the pigs to give them a little bit more of their base food, which is sorghum. So, I don't think they're gonna take that much. As you can see, I've only taken 1100 liters. So let's just see how much they will take. And it's the first time we're gonna be using this small little trailer. Oh, there we go. They're already full. That's the whole reason we have this trailer, just for delivering small amounts of food to the pigs or other animals that we may have in the future. But yeah, for now it's only the pigs. And as you can see, they've only taken a small amount. So yeah, that's also the reason why we don't need a ginormous trailer. Yeah, this trailer is very well suited for this tractor. Very nice. But the pigs are doing very well. Let me show you. Yeah, the base food is up again. Very nice. They still have more than enough protein. Grain and base food is very well as well. And plans for today. This field over here that has been harvested in the previous episode. The wheat field. And we're gonna be... I think I said we're gonna be sowing canola in there. But yeah, first things first, we gotta buy a plow. So our other tractor is already at the store waiting, because we're gonna be buying our first plow today. Fortunately, it is not in sale, at least I don't think it is. I think I did check. It's been a bit since I last played. Oh man, again, those beams on the ceiling, they are pretty annoying. So, the other tractor is here at the store. There we go. Fire her up and let's check the sale. A wood chipper, that would be nice. But yeah, we don't own any trees or whatever, so yeah, that would be a waste. This is a cedar, so not really needed, because the one that we currently have is bigger, so yeah, not needed. Plows. There really is only one option when you have this mod. This one, 6 to 12 meters, so yeah, of course we're going to be starting off with 6. And well, this one is very good as well, but 26 meters. Yeah, we need a little bit more horsepower, so we don't have that yet. 22 meters, 26 meters, so yeah, we have some good options, but I think this one is best for now. I know it says 260 horsepower, but it's an exaggeration, so I think we will be a-okay. Is this free? It is. Let's go full John Deere colors. John Deere yellow. Oh, look at that. Now that is John Deere plow. Holy hell. Buy it. Luckily it's not that expensive, only 17,000 euros, dollars I said, so that is pretty good. And look at that. That is a perfect match for our little tractor. Very nice. And as you can see, it is pretty decent working with. It is 6 meters, so yeah, of course that's still pretty small for the fields that we currently have, because yeah, like I've mentioned many times before, the fields over here are ginormous, because as you may have noticed, we are in America. So yeah, everything is big, very big, except for our equipment, but that will come in the future. For now, let's drive over to the field and start some plowing, shall we? Alright, so here we are at the wheat infested field. Not looking very nice, but we're gonna be fixing that very soon. So as you can see, weeds are growing, but yeah, we're gonna take care of those with the plow. Needs plowing, needs rolling, and of course it needs nitrogen. pH is okay and good. Yeah, we may need to do some more lime spreading as well, but that will do. But that's something that we're going to be doing later on. For now, let's get started with plowing. So yeah, 260 horsepower is required. Do we need the front weight? We may do. Let me just go ahead and grab the front weight real quick. Just like so. Maybe that will make the tractor a bit more stable. I don't know. I'm not really sure if this plow will make the tractor unstable, but it doesn't hurt. So, let's just see. 260 horsepower is needed. We only have 190, but yeah, like I said, it's probably going to work just fine. What did I want to do? Turn on the GPS. Steering assist. 2 laps around the headland. That's fine. Alright. Here we go. The tree is a little bit in the way. I think that's one of the first trees that I'm going to be chopping down as soon as we will be chopping down some trees. Oh, I lowered the front weight. That's not needed. Lower the plow. And there we go. Look at that. Not even struggling one bit. Very nice. Alright, lovely. I am wondering if it's gonna work. The width was set to 6.2 meters. Guess we're gonna find that out as soon as we make another pass. I hope it's not set incorrectly, because otherwise I'll have to change it manually. Of course, I can do that. There's no problem. But yeah, I prefer to keep the auto settings. It's reading the 6.2 meters for a reason, so yeah, guess we're gonna find out soon. But I think this calls for a first quick little time lapse, because as you can see, even though we are doing this at a decent speed with a decent working width, yeah, this is still gonna take a hot second because it is still a pretty big field. But there we go. That's the first pass done. Very nice. I'll lower the plow again, and here we go. Also, let's make sure that everything is working. Weeds are large, small. Okay, needs rolling. Okay, it is odd. It used to be that the weeds would not grow as soon as you plow a field. Maybe that's something that has been changed. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. If the weeds will grow, then I would just spray the field again with herbicide, because if I remember correctly, we do have a sprayer. But yeah, like I said earlier, this calls for a quick little time lapse. So I will see you again in just a minute. And there we go, already coming up to the final piece of the field. And then we have a lovely plowed up field. Very nice. So we're also coming up to those small little dead spots, as you can see over here. They are, let me just pause. As you can see, they are also shown on the map. Not really sure what those are, but probably something, I don't know, where the seed got destroyed by the rain or whatever, I don't know. But as soon as we go over it with a plow, it is gone. Very nice. And they've also disappeared from the map. So, very nice. Those are gone. Ready for a new seed or a new crop, which is going to be canola, which we talked about earlier. So yeah, final piece, and that's it. We are finished. Very nice. So, gotta be honest, that didn't really take all that long. I think maybe 20 minutes, something like that. So yeah, the advantage is that you can do a decent speed with this plow. I think the working speed is 19 or 18, I think 19 kilometers an hour. And yeah, since we are lacking a little bit on power, the tractor could do 18, so it wasn't too bad. That's still a pretty decent working speed. Yeah, we are kind of running out of space over here, so let me just drop this off over here. And of course we gotta jump straight back into the field with some, yeah, probably pH. Yeah, the pH is not perfect. It really isn't. Let me visit the field. pH is good. It's okay, good, okay. Yeah. To be honest, it could do with another application, I think. It shouldn't use all that much, since the pH is still pretty decent. Where's the... there it is. In the back. It should have been John Deere green as well, with the yellow John Deere top. Yeah, it's fine. It is fine, like the... Ooh. Okay, we don't really have all that much lime, do we? Okay, let me just drive over there to the store. What's over here in the corner? I saw something. Oh, that's an IBC. That doesn't hold lime. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick trip to the store, and then we're gonna get started with some lime spreading. Alright, so here we are back at the field. Can we get some lines, please? That would be nice. Steering assist. Let's see, 12 meters. That should be okay. Oh, look at that. We were practically dead on the line. That was nice. Alright, so here we go. I bought 2 bags. I wonder if it's going to be enough. Turn it on. Here we go. Very nice. Spreading lime. So as you can see, bottom right, the consumption rate is not extremely high. It's only applying how much? 1.75 tons per hectare. So it's not an extremely high consumption rate. But yeah, as you can see, let me open the minimap. Yeah, the shade of green is changing, but not extreme. Not extremely much. So pretty good. Alright. You know what time it is? It is another time for a time lapse. Because these jobs are best done in a time lapse with a little bit of music. So I will see you again in just a minute. And as you can see, that is going very well. We're not using up that much lime, so we still have 28% left in the spreader, which is very nice. Okay, we're not done yet, but as you can see, only a small piece remaining and then we are done. So we're barely using any lime. I love it. Yeah, that's a good thing. If you're on top of it, then you don't really need that all that much. Just a matter of keeping your field's pH in optimal condition. You only need a small amount. And there we go. We are finished. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So, that only leaves putting the seed in the ground. Very nice. But, of course, after that comes the rolling and herbicide spraying. So, oh, sorry. It's almost like they're driving in a metro. An electric car. Such a weird noise. But yeah, aside from the electric car, we still have our work cut out for us because there's a lot of jobs still remaining for this field. Let me just cut across before any more cars come. Here we go. Okay, next job. Yes, putting in the canola. So I also just thought about it, at least when I was almost finished spreading the lime. I could have put a helper on this tractor with the lime and put the other tractor on the seeder and do 2 jobs at the same time. So yeah, I can still do that, of course, because now we are going to be seeding, but we can also do the rolling immediately after. So I may put a worker on the small tractor and in the seeder. This is also the wrong shed for this implement, by the way, my bad. But yeah, it can go, I don't know, it can go here for now, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I'll just move it later if I need the cultivator. There we go. So this tractor can go on the roller because the roller do require a little bit more horsepower. And the seeder... I don't think the seeder requires all that much horsepower, does it? We have... Yeah, we have this one, as you can see, 60 horsepower. Our tractor has 116, the one over there, so it should be able to run that a-okay. Alright, so I know it looks a bit big on this tractor, but yeah, like we established before, the horsepower requirements are extremely low. So, we are filled up completely, solid fertilizer and canola seeds. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Well, at least I'm gonna get the helper started. I've never ever used a helper before, so this is going to be a first for me. Let's see, work the headlands. I think you should be a-okay. Skip line 0. We don't want to be using any whatchamacallit, tram lines. Don't see anything, so work the headlands. Man, okay, my bad. Headland is on, up and down. Okay, start with up and down. I think that should be fine. First doing the up and down and then doing the headlands. I think that's okay. So, are you gonna start? Or should I press H? Okay, I press H. Are you in there? Yes, you are, because you look a hell of a lot different than I do. So, there he goes. Look at that. Putting in canola seed. The pH is good. Why is it not perfect? pH is good. Why is the pH not perfect? Because I've just spread lime. Oh, there we go. It is perfect in some areas. Okay. But, yeah, look at that. The worker is doing his job. Very nice. I love it. 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 Perfect. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna let the helper do its thing, and guess we're gonna see how long this will take, because I do have to wait, of course, a little bit, because the roller is wider than the seeder. I think the roller is 9 meters or 10. How big is it? Rollers, we have this one. Yeah, 9.5, and the seeder is 5.2 or 6. 5.2. 5.2 meters. So once it has done 2 passes, then we can go ahead and get started. Why are you coming down this way? Okay, you've started in a weird position, that's for damn sure, but sure. It is what it is. How many headlands was it gonna do? 2 or 3? I think 3. 3. Not 3, but 3. Alright. Whatever. I'm just gonna let the worker get a little bit of a head start, and then we're gonna start the next time-lapse, and I think then we are done for today. But yeah, that's gonna take a hot second, because we still have a lot of work to do. Look at this. He is doing an amazing job. So yeah, the worker system should have been improved. So let's just see. Oh, look at that. He's going from over here to over here, and now he's going back over there. Alright, very nice. I do love the look of that tractor, by the way. Even though it's a tiny manual gearbox, low horsepower, but it's still pretty good. I love it. It also sounds pretty good. Very nice. Yeah, look at that. I think we can go ahead and follow. Can we not? Let's unfold. Let's see. I think we actually can. What if I'm not going to be using another helper. What if I do the lines? Steering assist, 2 headlands. Yeah, that's not going to be perfect, but yeah, we can work with that, sure. I will give the worker a little bit more of a head start, and then I'm gonna get started with the next time lapse. So, I guess I will see you again in just a minute. Alright, well, I'm pleasantly surprised by the worker. It has done an amazing job. It has covered the entire field and I didn't even have to intervene once. So that is pretty amazing. And as you can see, we are already coming up on the final strip of the rolling, or for the rolling, and then we are done as well. Then we have a lovely field with canola growing. Man, I gotta say, that was awesome. Yeah. Really cool, really fun to have the worker and me going at the same time on this field. I love it. That was amazing. He was putting in the seed and I was following suit to put the roller over it. Put the seeds perfectly in the ground. Here we go. Look at that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And as you can see, by the way, there is no... how do you say that? There are no weeds growing. None whatsoever, so we don't have to go over the field again with the herbicide, so that is nice. Which actually means we are done with this field for today, or for this year. We just have to wait until we have to harvest the canola. Man, that is amazing. I love it. The ground texture still is weird to me. There's no roll lines or whatever. It's just a... completely flat surface, which is, I don't know, kind of odd to me, but it is fine. It is growing, it is in perfect condition, not much else that we can do. So, on that bombshell, we're gonna be ending today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget guys, hit the like button. Want to see more? Don't forget to subscribe as well. Until the next one guys, bye bye.